Hello everybody. I wanted to share a thing that happens. In the C900, you turn it on and you get that flashing SRS light. Eventually it'll turn solid, but that indicates there's a fault with the airbag system. There's nothing that you can do by yourself to reset this. It will not reset by itself. There's no commonly available tools that do that. The only thing that resets that light is a Tech 2, or if you're still in the 90s, an old Saab ISAT or airbag tool. To fix that light, you need to dig out the test connector, which is down here in the center console. On the earlier cars, let me unplug this real quick. On the earlier cars, it'll be handwritten, but on the later cars, you can actually see that the airbag connector, test connector, is in fact labeled. That's how it comes from the factory. On some cars, not convertibles, you will find the LH diagnostics down here as well, but the airbag test is labeled, and you can see the color of the wires here. They're all green and white and black. In order to connect the Tech 2 to the test airbag connector, you need a special harness. It looks like this, and I'm going to fold this in half so you can see where those wires go. It's just an adapter. It doesn't do anything electrical, but brown, green, blue, red, brown, green, blue, red. And you need to make this connector. The Tech 2 will not connect to the airbag connector without this adapter. So I made this quite some time ago. I get a fair amount of use out of it. Plug it into the test connector. And then on the Tech 2, you need the square adapter. And this is the same adapter that you would use for LH diagnostics. You'd also see it on a Saab 9000. You'd also find it on a certain new Gen 900s. I think this is probably the first time that you find these on these cars. Plug that guy into your Tech 2, like so. And then the final thing that you need to make this work is you need a specific version of the Saab software, and that is commonly referred to as the V44. It's literally version 44. It is from the 90s. This particular version of software you can find in various places on the internet, but you cannot use the later V148 software with an old 900 or a 9000 or a new Gen 900 for that matter. Let me see if I can plug this in properly. Oops, I'm going to plug it in the right way. The later software works on cars that have different ECMs in them. For the old 900s, new Gen 900s, 9000s, I'm having a real problem here. You need that V44. So once you got all that plugged in, you can fire up the Tech 2, and you need to make sure the ignition is on. Hit enter. We're going to go to diagnostics. We're going to scroll all the way down here. This happens to be a 94, but you can choose any model year. SRS is all the same. I'm going to put in 93 just because I don't want any confusion with the new Gen 900. Go over to body and airbag, and it actually warned you that you need that special connector there, so that's or the special adapter, so that's cool. And we're going to pull the diagnostic codes, and that's what we got. So the SR lamp short circuit to battery positive or earth. That most likely happened when this car died on the road. It's just a guess. It could also be an electrical fault, but I'm going to go ahead and hit escape or exit, and I'm going to clear that DTC and confirm that that is what I want to do. And now my light is off. It's unclear whether this is going to be a durable fix given that specific error code. I didn't know what to expect, but now we all know together. It's possible that the code fault may reappear, in which case I have to do more investigative wiring or investigative work on the wiring. I'm not certain that's going to happen. I really do think that happened when the car died. And for those of you playing at home, this car died when the number 2 connecting rod shot the other side of the block. So that was a fun adventure, but this is just kind of dialing in the last pieces in. The other thing that I wanted to make a note of here is that you will notice that the anti-lock light is on. Let me see if I can focus better on that. The anti-lock light is on. Tech 2 cannot talk to the ABS system on a classic 900. There is no provision for that. The only way that you can pull the codes for the analog system is with a little test harness. I actually have another video on that. If you look through my videos, you'll find that. But The only point I really wanted to show here was how to reset the SRS light using a Tech 2 on a C900, and I guess also make the comment that this is one of the few things that a Tech 2 is super helpful for on a C900. If you have a airbag fault on and you want it gone, this is the way you got to fix it. Hope you guys find this helpful, and I'll talk to y'all later.